This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
Front brake pads replacement. Pull the hood release lever located on the driver's side kick panel. Lift the hood safety latch, then raise the hood upwards and support it with the prop rod. Remove the cap from the brake fluid reservoir, then remove about 1/3 of the fluid into a container and discard it. This will prevent the fluid reservoir from overflowing when the caliper pistons are compressed. Install the cap onto the reservoir. Apply the handbrake. Chock the rear wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling. Loosen the front wheel lug nuts, then raise the front of the car and support it on jack stands. Remove the front wheels. Position a drain pan under the brake assembly and clean the caliper and surrounding area with brake system cleaner. Position a large C-clamp over the caliper and squeeze the piston back into its bore to provide room for the new brake pads. As the piston is depressed to the bottom of its caliper bore, the fluid in the master cylinder reservoir will rise. Make sure it doesn't overflow. Unscrew and remove the lower caliper guide pin and pivot the caliper up to access the pads. Support the caliper in this position so it doesn't fall down while replacing the pads. Remove the inner and outer pads from the mounting bracket. Remove the upper and lower pad retaining clips from the caliper mounting bracket. If they are cracked or distorted, or you're in doubt of their condition, replace them. Apply an anti-squeal compound to the backs of both sets of new pads. Allow the compound to cure for a few minutes before installing the pads. Install the inner and outer brake pads into the mounting bracket. Remove and inspect the lower caliper sliding pin for scoring and corrosion, then lubricate it with high-temperature brake grease and reinstall it. Also make sure the rubber boots are not damaged. Remove the caliper off the upper sliding pin and hang it securely. Then lubricate the upper sliding pin. Install the caliper back onto the upper sliding pin, making sure the rubber boots seat in place. Pivot the caliper over the pads and install the lower guide pin. Tighten the caliper guide pins to the specified torque setting. Repeat this procedure on the remaining front brake pads. Check the brake fluid level in the master cylinder reservoir and add new brake fluid if necessary until the fluid reaches the max mark in the reservoir. Pump the brakes several times to seat the pads against the disc. Lower the car to the ground. Then, check the fluid level in the master cylinder reservoir one more time when the vehicle is on level ground, adding more new fluid if necessary. Install the reservoir cap.